Hello everyone, welcome to something which I'm trying now, a short commentary in video form, just me alone in front of the camera sitting. Today I would like to comment on the work culture in Korea, in South Korea to be exact. So I've been working in South Korea now for around 5 months or something, and I've been working at a big automobile supplier here in Korea, and perhaps, as you know, I'm working within software in the automobile industry, and we are basically trying to teach our Korean colleagues on how the Europeans work according to agile methodologies and so on, which come from software development. But because they are doing software development here also, even though it's for the car, I think it fits, and we've proven that it works with other customers like Daimler and Volvo and Jaguar Land Rover. So, but the car makers here in Korea, they are always following, and therefore they are doing it now. But that's just some background. Let me talk about how different it is to Europe, or for that matter even to the US. So I feel that in Europe we do have hierarchies, but they are much flatter, and basically you have like your line managers, and in the project you have perhaps even 2 or 3 different hierarchies, but those are like kind of, from my feeling, like meritocracy wise, where if someone is good, they will get a higher position because they've been doing something in the past which showed that they are capable of this and that. Here in Korea, it builds practically totally on age. So when you're older, then automatically you are higher status, and therefore people who are younger need to listen to you. And that's one thing which is kind of weird, where you don't see young people among management or anything like that. And then another thing is like work culture wise, when it comes to the amount of working. So they also have 40 hours a week where they need to work, but it's a lot of people are working much more, and they are even from the government. Government is trying to push companies to reduce the hours, and they have like some maximum, even 50 hours or something, I don't remember. But the idea is that everybody wants to show how committed they are to the company, and for some reason this leads to a lot of overtime. And I don't think that the productivity gets higher because of that. I think it's the opposite, that it gets lower. People just sit at the office longer hours, but I'm not convinced that they produce more. Also, I feel that there's a lot of problems when if you're lower, then people don't speak up in meetings or anything like that. They just sit and listen to what the oldest guy is talking, and it's very difficult to get like a discussion going, especially when it's not higher management. Higher management seems to be glad to discuss things and say what they want to say, but younger people who are lower, they just sit and listen. They never speak up, which is not good in my opinion, because then you don't get the feedback from what's not working down there, and then the management cannot make adjustments to the way of working and stuff like that, because nobody speaks up about the problems. Yeah, and instead what happens is that the problems are there and you still need to kind of do your work and deliver whatever the management promised to deliver. So what happens is that people just work overtime. They are so committed to it, and I have no idea how they do it, especially with all the pressure which is going on. They kind of, I think they learn how to endure a lot of pressure from young age, already in school or something, and they know how to work under pressure. So much pressure as here I have never had in my life, and I've been working for the last like 25 years. But here the pressure is immense, and this shows especially when you look at the suppliers who are then not from Korea, or not from Asia at least. So we have colleagues from Ukraine, and you can see that they are done. they don't want to do this kind of work in this environment. Basically, always high pressure, always people are always disappointed and so on. It's kind of weird. Yeah. Anyway, because they work hard, obviously they also party hard. So once right now, because of COVID, there are no afterworks or anything like that, but sometimes there is something where everybody gets together in smaller groups, obviously, but COVID is here not so disastrous as in other countries, so I think it's still okay. So when they get together and start drinking, then it's a real party with karaoke, with a lot of alcohol. So that's how they let off steam. Basically, they are under pressure the whole time, and then they can let off steam during like those afterworks, for example, which is obviously a bit difficult right now during COVID. It's very, it's difficult to describe for me the thing where I cannot handle the pressure, but they somehow can, and they just endure it, and they just get over it, and then after some time it gets over and it's less pressure. But for me, I feel sick to my stomach, like physically sick, which is an interesting difference between us Europeans and people from at least Korea here. Yeah, that was my short topic, 9 minutes, but perhaps it's interesting for you, and I will see if there's any responses to this. If you want to see more, just tell me, and I will try to do more of those short topics. Okay, see you guys.